Hi guys, welcome back to the Buff Bombshell show. My name is Lauren Lotte. I'm your host and I'm with the incredible, amazing Emma Hyndman.
Hello! Woo! Drum roll! How are you, Lauren?
I'm good. How are you, Emma?
I am. I'm good. I'm good. It's been again, as always. Every time I get back round to Monday, I'm like, wow, where has the weekend gone? It's just, it's been a busy month.
Yeah.
We had a performance yesterday that you yourself were in.
Mm-hmm.
And were very, very fantastic. If you guys don't know, Lauren is the most amazing dancer. Like, she's very, very talented. And we put on a show yesterday at one of the local shows. And it was superb. So I had a group of, was there like 9 of you guys?
4, 6, 9 of us.
Nine athletes. And I wanted to choreograph something that was, these were my 2 words, cinematic and dramatic.
It certainly was.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. I tried to, the whole concept of the piece was to showcase all criterias, all athletes from bikini to bodybuilder, and just kind of bring everyone together on stage and create something that hasn't really been seen before. And I have to say, I was over the moon with how it went. We managed to pull it all together in pretty much one rehearsal, which was epic. And then we performed it on stage yesterday, and it was awesome.
And everyone was just so together on it. And you had people coming in from like Scotland and Manchester. So like people were super committed to it. And it's quite revolutionary because no one's ever done this before. So I can't wait to see what else you come up with.
I know, like, I feel like this is like, it was really nice to kind of just step out of the piece and direct and choreograph it. And I just kind of feel like originally I was asked to guest pose myself, but I just feel like, you know what, it's time to, I kind of want to give an athlete to a platform to the athletes instead of me just doing something. I feel like I can bring something that hasn't really been seen before. And everyone was awesome. We used a track from Hans Zimmer, which is very cinematic and dramatic. And I think just together with stage lighting and the whole performance, it went down really well. So everyone seemed to really enjoy it. And as you said, athletes travelled Scotland, Manchester, and I was just really honoured that people just gave up their time for free and just were happy to be on board with it.
Yeah, it was super amazing. And we're going to try put some little video clips in here for you guys so you can see a parts of it. But no, I think you did a great job. I really cannot wait to see what you do next. I want to see where you take it.
Yes, I've got ideas. Cool. It's like now it's kind of started, the creative juices have started flowing again, because I haven't really choreographed anything, for about maybe 4 or 5 years. Okay. And it's something I used to do a lot of for corporate performances. You know, it could be anything from hip hop to contemporary. So I used to really enjoy it. It's something that I quite like to do. So hopefully it might be the start of something new and creative. So watch this space.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that is the month of May Madness. Oh my gosh.
How about you? How was your weekend?
It was amazing. I had a great time. Like, I mean, I obviously have just been like training and then working, and then obviously I had your performance at this local show, which was really well done, by the way. Let's just say it was spectacular. Yeah. And to the point where I actually just stepped up on stage and competed.
Did you hear that? She got on stage, like she just decided, Lauren decided last minute after the opening of the show, which she guest posed in with the other athletes, that she was just going to get on stage and compete. And to say, how long have you been in prep?
Like a week and a half.
A week and a half. And where did you place?
I came 6th. It was good.
Oh my God. So you guys better watch out, because a week and a half into prep and you're already taking a top 6 place in. So, and the standard was really high at that show as well. Yeah. So I was sat in the audience, and the show promoter, Darren, came over to me and he said, "So Lauren's getting on stage." And I was like, "Sorry, what?" And there she was in her bikini, stage heels, ready to go. So you were flawless as well. So you looked fantastic.
I mean, I didn't have my nails done. I still don't have that. Like, my presentation in terms of the overall package, which is something which we cover a lot on this show, wasn't quite there.
But I think given the circumstances, and I think something that is really important that you said yesterday was stage time.
Yeah.
We just can't get enough stage time. Yeah. So I think to have the confidence and the balls to step up on stage and do that where you haven't really prepped yourself mentally for it, I'm like...
No, I'm so glad I did it.
Snaps for Lauren.
No, I'm so glad I did, because it's been a long time since I've been at a show where I was just there for myself and I'm like, I felt super confident in the moment.
Yes.
So this kind of just made me feel like, actually, these shows, they are a big deal. But when you just do it, don't put as big of a deal, like don't put so much pressure on yourself. And I just felt like that was the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But I swear I did not plan on competing.
She knows. I would know. And she...
like, I was changed in my jeans. I already had my top on. I was sitting in the...
You were actually watching up in the stalls, right?
I was watching in the stalls. I looked at the stage and I was like, wow, this is beautiful. Like this whole setting is amazing. And then I was just like... I looked back at Ainsley and Danny, who are people that I work with at Strength Pro Gym. And I was like, you guys, I'm just going to quickly go downstairs and see if I can go compete. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to see if I can register late.
I love that you so strongly know yourself that in that moment, you wouldn't even question yourself. And you're like, I'm just going to do this.
And I needed more stage time. And I don't know, I know what it's like to lose your confidence after you do a show. I think we've all had that one show where you're like, you kind of get knocked back a bit. And I just felt like on top of the world at this one.
Yeah.
And my presentation was way better this time.
Her presentation, you looked so relaxed on stage, like so good. And also that style of posing isn't your standard style either. So she really smashed it. Like I was like, yes, go Lauren. And I just think it's so true. Like you just don't put too much pressure on yourself, because that's something we've discussed a lot. And I think sometimes when, people expect you to do a certain thing and get a certain result, and I think that can put a lot of pressure on you when you're in prep. So I think just to completely remove that and just take it in your own hands and go, do you know what, I'm not telling anyone today, I'm just getting on stage.
I didn't even know. And just to let you know, there were 12 girls in my lineup. So like I did very well for 1.5 weeks worth of prep.
You don't even need to justify yourself, girl.
But no, just I cannot wait to see what the rest of this year brings us.
Yes.
And what we have in store for you guys, and lots more shows to come, because I tell you what, they're so fantastic.
I know. I just feel like finally feel like now we are not being held back by lockdowns and not being able to travel and go to shows. I feel there's a lot waiting to come to our plate this year. So make sure you guys continue to watch the space. And you know what? If there's anything that you would like us to cover, even if it's just a topic or, there's something you want to see from us, then let us know. We want to know.
Yeah. And on that subject of topics, I will just say we've had quite a bit of an influx of messages with regards to the abuse of power episode.
Yeah. Should we touch on that?
Yes.
I think we should, because I think it's really important. If you didn't watch the last episode, or would it be maybe 2 episodes ago by the time this goes out?
Maybe.
But anyway, we just talked about the abuse of power mainly from the males in the industry, and just how it's just unacceptable, and women should not accept any kind of behavior that seems like blurred lines, or any kind of comments that are not welcomed, any kind of behavior. It's something we have to really nip in the bud. And I had a lot of messages from a lot of clients exposing male prep coaches in the UK scene, and it's really sad. Like it actually makes me upset that women are experiencing this, and also thinking that it's their fault.
No way.
It's shocking. It's really, really bad.
At the end of the day, like if you're a client, you're paying for a service and you're trusting your coach, and that trust should not be like bent backwards for you in any way whatsoever. So you have every right to leave if you feel uncomfortable or if you feel pressured. I
just feel like how
Man, I've heard some stories in the last 2 weeks.
I know, same. It's so bad. I'm like, how do we put a stop to this though? What is the what's the answer? What's the solution? Do these people need to be exposed? And, you know, I kind of wish there was some kind of governing body that, you know, you could raise this to for the bodybuilding scene.
It's like if you're a doctor or if you're an accountant and you steal money, or if you do something
you're
in
held
malpractice,
accountable.
you will be struck off your list. But if you're a prep coach, that's not necessarily the case. And that can also cause some serious psychological damage and some, like, I wouldn't say mental issues, but for some girls,
well, you just don't know, like
it can knock your confidence as well, you know. Let's face it. So,
or maybe just a list of coaches that don't have a tarnished reputation.
Excellent.
Maybe
idea.
that might be a better idea.
Yeah, we'll just get the best.
We'll just
coaches.
do a list of the safest coaches to go to.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really sad, and I just think the more we give time to this and the more we discuss it, the more women that'll go, oh, actually, I've experienced this as well. And I worked with this person. Like we said last time, whether it's a photographer, whether it is a show promoter, a coach, it needs to be spoken about. So I don't know, maybe we start a secret society.
Oh my god.
Sisterhood.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a Facebook group in there somewhere.
Maybe we should start like a
revolution
union in bodybuilding or something and call it like girl power.
We'll add that to our list of things to do.
So yeah, you guys, we hope that you enjoy this show. Like Emma said, if you want us to cover any topics, just let us know, write them down below, or get in touch and DM us, because we're more than happy to talk about all kinds of things within the bodybuilding industry.
I know we like to cover all topics, don't we? Like, there's a lot to talk about. Absolutely.
So, but for today, we're going to get onto the New York Pro Show, and we're going to go through the prejudging and hopefully some of the finals, and we're specifically going to cover bikini and wellness. Yeah.
So, shall we head on over and start with the video footage?
Absolutely. So, this is the bikini prejudging. And how it works over in the US is that they do their prejudging first and they do their finals in the second half of the evening. So slightly different to what we do it here in the UK. But first set of ladies called out, and there were quite a lot of bikini ladies. I can't remember the number.
I was going to say, do you know how many in total?
Well, I've got 6 here, so I'll count it as we go along. But already, just turning to the back.
Straight to the back.
I think it's Alessia on the far left, and then Romina third from the right.
Okay. Yeah. Sharp through those glutes.
Yeah.
Something interesting actually that was brought up in the UK shows was the foot position of the girls in the rear pose, and that they were going slightly wider. So, but then we always kind of, I think when we are looking at any kind of changes posing wise, I always look to the US to see what they're doing, because for me, they set the standard. So I can see here that the majority of the girls they're still with that narrower foot position. So it'll be interesting to see the top placing. And I think that just helps give consistency through the other shows across the world. The lady on the far left, 182.
Yep.
She is nice. Nice round, bubbly glutes.
I have to say, word.
You were bubbly.
Thank you.
On stage.
I've been working on
she
my
was
bubble.
Very bubbly. So
yeah, I didn't carb up correctly. Let's just put that way.
You didn't do anything, and you still came 6th. So
no
awesome.
water depletion.
No.
Either.
Ooh. So, okay, I like this. So Ashley looks very, very polished, and I much prefer the leg position on her front pose here. I think we've discussed a few times. Yeah, she looks sharper through the glutes as well. So and she also looks, I'm going to say, a little bit smaller than she has done in previous shows. So maybe her posing is just a little bit more relaxed. But I am pleased to see that her front knee is a little bit straighter.
Yes, because Ashley always used to do the slight bend or the knee flexion. There,
yes,
Emma calls it.
Yeah, the flexion of the knee.
So this is 5 goes. But super beautiful lineup of bikini ladies.
Just that fully polished look. Like even the hair is super sleek. And I think the girls, for me, you can just tell the ones that are those top placing girls on a regular basis, because they look a certain way, you know. They still look quite naturally pretty, you know, with the really super polished hair as well, which I really like. They've all got that beautiful shine. I want to know what makes their hair that shiny. And I don't know whether it's a blonde and a dark thing, but the darker hair always tends to look a little bit more shiny. I don't know why that is.
It's the lighting.
And it bounces off the hair a little bit more.
Whereas the blonde, it absorbs into the hair.
Oh, well spotted.
Thank you. I actually say to all the girls that have blonde hair or platinum blonde, you want to go for those AB crystals, like on your jewelry. Yeah. Because if you got silver and you've got blonde hair, it doesn't stand out. Now, your jewelry is not supposed to play a big part. But if you look at a brunette with silver, it stands out a lot more. Right.
Okay. Yeah. You need to do, okay, so the girl in the middle.
Yep.
Let's just pause if we can with the red pants. I don't know what her number is, but red pants, black hair. Hand position here, elbows way too wide. Yeah. And it's creating, what people need to remember is in this rear pose, the arms are like a frame around a picture. And we never want to take the elbows too far away from the waist, because it almost makes, it doesn't, this athlete has a really small waist, but the elbows are just too wide. They just don't need to be. And we always want to think about creating like little diamond windows in between the elbows and the waist.
Okay.
So for me, her hands could have been further in and the elbows a little bit, think if she thought about pulling the elbows together, like they were trying to squeeze together, like the athlete to the right, she would just be a little bit more polished in this pose. And I also think maybe just a little bit more tan or glaze would have made her physique pop a little bit more.
Yeah, the glaze.
Yeah, because the other girls just look, because if you look like far right and the girl immediately on her left, they're just a little bit more glowy.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
So get your glaze on.
Get your glaze on, girls.
And make sure you have your own backstage mitt. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it does actually, it will come in handy.
You need to do like a little checklist of, you know, what you need on show day.
Oh, yeah.
Little tips. She's making a note. Make sure you get that on the website. So let's continue watching the girls.
They do that.
Now, this little transition from the rear around to the front again, it's optional. I have a lot of athletes that will say to me, I've seen this person doing this transition. Should I do it this way? And that transition is really about what works best for you. A lot of the girls will bring their feet together and almost give like a lift in the lower back and the glute before they step around to the front. Some girls will step straight back into a glute shot, because sometimes when you bring your feet together from the rear and just show the glutes, it's not always flattering on every single physique. So I definitely say explore that transition so you showcase your best physique. So you'll notice that, let's just watch here. You'll notice that when the girls turn back around to the front, they all give a different variation on this transition here, just to showcase their best figures. So you see some come together, and you can turn around whichever way works best for you as well. There's no set way for you to turn. It's all about coming back round on the angle that is the best for you. Just pause that there for me, Lauren. Now, let's just look at the lady second from the end, 116. Her presentation just isn't as polished as the other girls as it would need to be. And is this a pro lineup?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the posing should be a much better standard at this level. Her foot position is just a little bit too close together. If she took her back foot a little bit further in towards the girl to her that's directly in front of her, then it would just allow her to sit into the hip and arch and sit into the glute a little bit more, which would give her more pop. Now, we've got to remember that posing is an illusion, and if you are not really executing your posing correctly, then you're not going to showcase your physique. If everyone just stood up completely straight with no arch, with, you know, no engagement in the midsection, we're all going to look like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
So posing is important. It can really change how your physique looks. And And I think this is a really great example. Also, if she just worked if she had a little bit more engagement through the torso, gave a little bit more flare on the lat, it would just give her a lot more shape. Obviously, in this style of posing, we never want to give an aggressive flare on the lat, but we do. What I tend to say is flare the lat, but don't aggressively move the arm out or push the shoulder too far forwards. But when you flare the lat, you get more taper through the waist. And obviously, we still want to see that teeny tiny waist. So we're still looking for the X-ray.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's just an example on how you can maybe just make your posing a little bit better.
Also, do you recognize Lady 117?
I do recognize her.
It's Erin Stern.
Ah,
so
okay.
She switched to bikini.
Oh.
And guess who is posing her?
Oh, who?
Rachel Daniels.
Oh, yeah. No way. Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah, she looks like she fits really well into this category.
Yeah, she moved down.
Yeah, because she was figure, right?
Yeah. Two times Miss Figure Olympia, and then she moved into bikini. So she's been working super hard to like nail this kind of look for bikini.
Yeah, she looks lovely, really, really nice. It suits her figure really well, and it just goes to show like you can jump between categories. Obviously, you know there needs to be a little bit of work that goes into it, but sometimes as the criteria and the categories evolve, Lauren's pointing at me like move to bikini.
Because like Emma, if Emma wants to do, because you sometimes say you wouldn't be as competitive doing figure. But
I wouldn't be.
To show you, like, if you could do what Erin's done, then you could move into bikini and still be awesome. So
and that's what I just think, you know, as the categories evolve, sometimes when you are in figure, as they evolve and maybe you don't evolve with that criteria, then you become at the smaller end of the scale of figure and you're just not competitive. And then maybe, you've got to ask yourself, Can I move down into bikini? Okay, what would I need to do? How does it change things? So I think it's definitely something to think about if you are in the smaller scale of your category. So lady second from the end, the rear position, we can see that she is contracting down on her scapula. So you kind of see that they're winging out. Yeah, we really don't want to see that. There'd be two things that I would advise for this. It would be firstly doing a little bit of scapular work because she seems to be contracting on them, which makes them wing out. Now, sometimes this can actually be just how you're made. People can have more winged shoulder blades and it kind of makes them stick out. Do you ever remember like at school, there was always that kid that could kind of pop their shoulder blades out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the same thing really. But if she maybe just adjusted her position, hand position, squeezed the elbows together and maybe thought about relaxing the lats before she placed into this pose, then it might just take the tension off the scapula. But, you know, it's things like this in this level of competing that you have to pay attention to.
Okay. What happens if she maybe like not pinched, but moved her elbows a bit backwards?
She needs to pinch her elbows behind her a little bit more because she's got quite long arms as well. So what you really want to focus on seeing in this pose is more the rear delt, the side delts. You want the pop of the cap of the shoulder, and we don't really want to see a lat spread, but every athlete is different. I've had athletes in the studio that don't need to think about spreading the lats at all in this pose, and they just have to think about pinching the elbows together. And then I've had other athletes that they've maybe got a little bit of a dropped, rounded top line. And so sometimes they need to then think about giving a flare on the lats when they set up into this pose to actually externally rotate the shoulders so we get that side cap. So everyone is different. So one size does not fit all.
So you're all made differently.
Yeah, we are. We are. Just that we all have different training programs. So
she was a dark horse, this one.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Lovely.
But so far I count 22 bikini competitors.
Woo!
So that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of girls, yeah. But I feel like most of the bikini categories, I feel like they're generally this big now.
When you say generally this big, what do you mean by this big?
As in the amount of girls in each show.
All right, because you mean the class size.
Yes. Eye walks.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Nice presentation.
Hair flick.
A little bit of a hair flick there. What do you think about tattoos?
I want them covered up.
Yeah, same.
I know, like, some people, it's not, you can win with them, but there's something about the whole look. I have 2 tattoos. I know I'll be covering mine up in future.
Yeah.
But mine are like this big.
Are they small? Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think I do agree. What about hair length? I also think in that rear pose, when the hair sits just above the bikini bottoms, that it's just a perfect length here. I think her foot position in that rear pose is a little bit narrow. Could have been a little bit wider because she probably would have got more engagement through the hamstrings and the glute hamstring tie-in. So she was just a little bit close together there.
I mean, posing can always be improved. Like with her, I feel like her transition could have been a bit slower. Like one thing I noticed from mine yesterday, watching the videos back, I could have been a second or 2 slower on the sides.
Yes.
But it just goes to show, like, there's always work that can be done. Now she looks gorgeous.
Yeah, she does.
She's got muscle on her. I like this look for bikini.
I do as well. Like, I feel like the bikini girls, they kind of look a little bit like a racehorse. The legs, I do like that.
And she's got calf muscles.
Yes. You like the calf muscle. She's a little bit soft through the rear for me. I would have liked to seen a little bit more condition.
Okay, I see.
You know, but I don't know whether maybe that's the tan.
I think you can see some.
Yeah, because she is conditioned, but or maybe it's activation through the rear.
Oh,
I don't like that.
No, neither do I.
I think no, it'd make it more subtle. Like, yes, give us a nice glute shot, but don't just lean over to do a glute shot. You've got to be savvy.
Sorry.
Oh, she's pretty.
This is Romina.
She looks nice.
Yeah, good, like, amount of condition. Lovely muscle. Yeah.
I wish she'd relax the right arm, the hand a little bit in those first couple of poses. Oh, nice. I like that little moment.
Like,
nice. Like
Oh, I might like this.
Oh, she's got a nice rear shot.
And good calf muscles.
Yeah. Oh, she's got heaps of personality. I love that.
I think the sass sometimes wins through.
Yeah,
like,
and she's done a little walk to the rear, which I also get asked about. Sometimes the girls will say to me, you know, in my eye walk, can I take a walk to the back? And I usually say for amateurs, no. But you wouldn't get marked down for it in an amateur show. But in the pro league, I don't think you would get marked down for that in the eye walk. Because I know you only get a certain amount of time. Yes. So can you just do anything in those? In that time?
I think the amateur, the rule is 12 to 15 seconds for your eye walk.
Wow.
Which is not long at all.
No, it's not.
When you consider how many girls are actually on there on stage. So with your pro eye walk, I think there's so much more that you can do. How much does this lady look like the Avatar lady?
I can't see her face on the screen. Oh, yeah, I can now.
That's not a diss, by the way, because Avatar's really cool. But
oh my gosh, I would love to look like an Avatar.
Oh my gosh.
They're so cool.
Yeah. So cool. Beautiful face.
I'm not crazy about the posing style.
Okay. Yeah, just a little bit more smoothness could be added.
I think she did a pose at the very beginning, which I just wasn't wild about. But she's got personality and sass. She's spending a lot of time facing the rear of the stage.
I was just going to say, maybe that's
maybe she's just stronger here because the front pose that she did, I don't feel like it was crazy strong. So maybe from the back, her glutes look better. She's spending too much time facing the back.
Yeah, don't spend too much time showing the booty.
Too much.
Yeah. Hair flick though.
Yeah, I think she could make her posing better. Because she has got glutes from the rear. So it just makes me think on this side pose here, her glutes look flat.
Got it. Yeah.
So she looks very, from that side, she looks flat. So obviously that's the front pose. You can't afford to not be strong in that pose in this, in any kind of amateur or pro level.
Ooh. Bit wobbly.
Yeah. Again, not enough taper. If she flared her lat more and showed us a little bit more of the right shoulder, I think it is, in that front pose, then it would give her a better shape. I don't understand when you get to this level why your stagecraft is not
on point
at like 100.
Ooh, no.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Because you got to lift those glutes when you walk up to the back too. Because, you know, if anything jiggles in any
it's a no-no.
It's a no-no. I'm not saying that hers is bad, but...
If everyone walked to the rear of the stage with a relaxed lower back, we're all going to have soft glutes.
Yeah.
Like everyone would have no one walks around with high lifted glutes naturally. This again, it's stagecraft and it's presentation. So it's something that should really not be happening at all.
Yeah, you got to have this on point now.
Yeah. Oh, she got nice glutes and nice taper. It's funny because on this screen, I cannot see the girls' faces. So I'm really just focusing on the body. Nice. I think if she just brought a little bit more taper through the lat and lifted the shoulder a touch, it would give her more of an upside down triangle shape.
We
on
love
the body.
Upside down.
We do.
We need diagrams. We
need to put like little diamonds and X's and pause the girls and draw little pictures on them. That's what I do. She's got nice glutes actually. That's what I do in my online course. My clients send me a video check-in and I'll take screenshots and I draw like shapes so they can see what they're working towards. And it just gives them, because everyone learns differently. So the visual learners, it helps them see the shape. And then they go, my shoulder needs to be at that point and my glutes need to point out that much. Yeah. So
I think that's helpful, having the diagrams like that.
Yeah.
It's super helpful.
It does help because it helps you kind of create the shape, the right one. So I recognize this lady.
I can't remember her name, but I'm like, how unusual is the bikini color now that everyone's going for teal and purples?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I can't remember.
I don't remember her name. What's the 4-on-1 on your face blending with your body? Because a lot of these bikini girls, their faces are a lot lighter. Is that fine? I
don't like it because I do not like it when they spray paint or spray tan your face like the one shade, but I get why it's done. But I do think you need to be a little bit more matched, and if not just like half a shade lighter. Yeah. Don't go like, this is nice. This is slightly more blended. Okay. Like on her face and everything, but I don't like it when there's such a huge contrast. Yeah. It's the same. She blends quite well. Yeah, but it's also the same in like men's bodybuilding, and when you see them, they're super dark tans and they're really bronzed, and then they've got their white face. Yeah, but you don't see that like so much. I saw it at this one. Oh, you did? I can't remember who was it, but I was like, why would you do that? Because for the guys, it's different. Not many guys wear makeup. But don't go two-tone. It just ruins your whole photo. No. I just wish sometimes, like, I feel like I obviously critique a lot. Well, it's my thing, like, and I'm obsessed with the small attention to the detail. So I could literally, pick fault with anything. Because I guess when it's your craft, like, you can really see where small improvements can be made. And I just think, not a good front pose. Like, where's her side glute? Where's the bubble? There's no bubble and pop. That's like the wrong side pose as well. Like, yeah. Well, she's sometimes, so this transition, that side pose that she's doing, that is almost like a standard bikini side pose. Oh. If when the transition where you step back and you pop the front glute. Yep. Is this Ashley? Ashley. Okay, let's stop talking and watch her. Well, I like that little hand on the hip. Yes, that's Ashley. A new thing that you can implement into your course now. Oh, better. Oh, I'm so pleased she's straightening that leg, this position here. So that glute pop doesn't always work for everyone. Okay. So what I will say, for example, someone is too dominant through the legs, and that leg pop can make them look very quad heavy. Okay. Oh. I'm not loving the transition, but I still love the body. So yeah.
She looks amazing. Like, she looks great. That waist is tight.
I know.
I would love to get my hands on Ashley. From a posing perspective.
Oh, okay. Now,
because you know when you get to
high.
she got big high shoes on.
Yes,
but maybe she's like short. Is she short? No,
maybe a little bit short, but
or this glute pop. Yes, I love this.
She's good.
She's sassy. I like her. Yes,
shoes are too high for me for bikini.
Oh, too high. Yeah. I can't see her shoes.
They're like this big.
Okay. She looks nice. I really like the thin connectors.
Me too.
They look so nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And I think this maybe could have been a little bit wider in that foot position. Just to I like her energy and her sass. I'd need to have this hair to get back on stage. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I like her a lot. I wonder where she places because she's really good for me. I would have liked a little bit more movement in the hips in that walk. I just don't like it when the glutes look flat.
Yeah.
So I think just making sure that, you know, you are lifted the whole time.
Keep it lifted.
Keep it lifted, girls. Nice. A little, yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
She looks nice, but there could be improvements there just to make her pop even more, I think, through the glutes and just give a little bit more taper as well. I mean, let's not forget these ladies are at a really, really high standard. But, you know, there's always improvements to be made. And I think at this stage that it has to be perfect, you know? She's teeny tiny. I think a lot of the girls are emulating our Olympia winner.
Yeah.
With the kind of the Victoria's Secrets, the softer kind of style of posing.
I think you should go with what you do best.
Otherwise, you do you.
Yeah.
Do what works for you.
Do what
I think
works
it's really important.
For you.
Don't miss your center. Always as well know what your center mark is. That's really important.
Oh yeah.
Because not only for the just so you show you know how to use and work the stage, but also when you get your pictures back, like you want to be in the right spot because that's where the camera's set up for. So that's something else to think about.
Also, she covers her glutes on the side pose.
Oh, I missed that.
I saw that, because that's a tip that Emma sort of gives to me when I do my pose.
Don't cover the glute. Yes.
I just wanted to turn to the side again.
I think she'll do it on the way back round.
I'm not digging the bikini bottoms.
No, they're quite high, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could probably lose a little bit of material off the top. This looks nice.
There.
This is nice.
She covers her glute.
She covers it, yeah. And her foot is too close.
Yeah.
In that pose. If she just took the front foot away from her a touch, it would allow her to sit into the back hip, which would then give more pop on the glute.
Yeah.
But beautiful physique.
Yeah. There's so many little things. Like when you work with Emma and then she gives you tips, you can actually start seeing it with other people.
Yes.
And then you're like, okay, that's what I do not do.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this lady. Again, not digging
She's
the
very
bikini
poppy.
bottoms.
Yeah.
It's like...
There is just so much to get right.
Oh, no.
And trying to get it right for, one show, because there's so much to think about.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's important, or it's important to acknowledge why it takes so long to kind of be at that Olympia level.
Yeah.
You've got to be realistic. It takes time to fine tune everything.
Yeah. Everything, every teeny... Wow, that's wide.
Too wide. I'm like, too narrow, too wide.
Yeah, bring it in.
Yeah. She's got a tiny waist naturally and a lot of glute.
A lot of glute.
Yeah.
But different bikini bottoms required now.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the last show. I had 2 bikinis, and thank God I did that because my red one, they just fell off me.
Oh no.
I lost that much weight.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't even fit into my bikini.
So the other girls' bikini bottoms, they weren't good because they were just too much of them at the front.
Too much, too scrunchy. So
right, okay.
See this lady? She's got more of a scoop at the bottom.
It's really low.
And it elongates
at the front
torso as well because that happens. But this is, but then I'd say there's a, oh my gosh, I need to pause this.
Oh no.
Whoever did this lady's like sticky stuff on the back of her suit, okay, that is so bad.
Sacking.
I'm so sorry, but like you can see where the suit has peeled away from her skin, and that's just ruined the photo for her. That just.
And at this level, would you get marked down for that? We have so many questions for the judges.
God, I hope not. But like that looks sad. Like that looks bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, you need perfection at this level, don't you?
Yeah.
What a shame, because she looks fantastic.
Yeah. Sometimes I say avoid the bikini bite at all.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Because really, shouldn't your bikini bottoms just kind of sit in the right place anyway?
Yes. If they're made well, and if you've paid for someone to actually make them for you, then yes, they should be sitting on yourself like really well.
Oh dear.
But avoid sticky stuff on the day if you can, because you're going to be tanned and that just ruins everything.
Yeah, I think for this category, you know, I think anyway, your suit shouldn't really move, and you're not in a wrong way, honey. Other way. There we go.
Oh, she recovered that.
Ha ha ha! She pulled that off. I think you know, in a bikini category, you don't move that much. You know, if you were like in women's physique and you did a routine and there's a lot of different poses to do and you might be rolling around the floor. But this, you do nothing. Nothing to move those bikini bottoms at all. So there should be no boobies popping out and no butt popping out either. Or bikini pants needing to be stuck down. They should just sit here. Do you like this shape?
Yeah.
I do too.
I think this looks like a Toxic Angel bikini. Their style is very distinctive. But yeah, no, this is a nice shape.
Yeah.
Interesting. More flow, but she's nice.
She's got a lovely smile. Yeah. Very pretty.
Like her face and her hair, everything kind of matches really nicely.
She flows really well.
That's good.
She does. Nice. Effortless. I like her. She's nice. Would you cover up that little tattoo?
Yeah.
You were going to say that, weren't you?
Yeah, I was going to say like... Just time to cover it
Just
up now.
cover the tattoo. Okay.
And then we're getting to the end of our prejudging ladies for bikini. Because there's quite a lot of them. Like, they all take their time on stage, you know?
Yeah, so we were saying before, like, 10 to 15 seconds, but I feel like these ladies are doing longer.
Well, 10 to 15 for amateurs, but pros can definitely be on there a bit longer.
Yeah, okay.
Amateurs, you don't get any time. Sorry.
It's like, you're on, you're off. And I think as well,
Bit soft, but...
Oh, sass. I like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's nice.
She got the good hair for it. Wait. Ooh.
Yeah, the glutes look soft. This, presentation just needs a little bit more polish.
Maybe the walking.
Yeah, the glutes look just soft underneath. There was like that little crease. But she's got potential. She just needs to work on her craft a little bit more, because that pose has got potential as well. A lot of the girls are throwing this pose in.
Yep.
You know, like... it's almost like a half side bikini pose, you know, from Standard Style. When I was just, you know, getting into my competitive career, literally the day after my show, I would go and sit in the office, and I would look at the lineup, look at the other girls, look at myself, look at how they were posing, and just really kind of just trying to assess what I could do to be better. Okay. And it's just a term that really just became a staple for me. Like, do better.
Do better.
Be better. You know, bring the best you can absolutely bring. This lady's got nice.
Well, sometimes I feel like you don't always have... Maybe it's just amateur, because at pro, like, everything counts. But sometimes if you're not the most conditioned, you can outpost someone, and you can nab a placing based on your presentation and your performance alone.
Absolutely.
Like, if you make people feel something,
the judges feel that as well. So I think, you know, if you don't have the physique there yet, then you can really just make your stagecraft even better. And you will showcase yourself a lot better as well.
Yeah.
But this lady's got a nice presentation, nice tight waist.
Yeah, Erin.
Ah, okay. I can't see the girls' faces,
Sorry,
so I'm like, this lady and this lady. But no, we must be nearly at the end of the eye walks now.
I think we're at the end of bikini almost, just with this lady. And then I think we should jump
Oh,
into...
she looks nice.
Oh, that's a tight waist, isn't
Beautiful waist. I love it when the waist is like, Issa is a bit like that as well.
Like, sucked
and I
in.
feel like there's a lot of vacuums going on there.
Oh, yeah. She vacuums daily on
Yeah.
Instagram.
This lovely. And you can see, and I think as well what makes a difference is that her lats kind of run right down into her waist here.
Wow.
Don't pinch those shoulder blades.
Oh, hair flick.
Flick, we like that.
If you can do it.
Yeah.
Nicely do it. Oh, but she does that like squat thing before.
I don't like that either.
No. I'm not a big fan of like the plie into it.
But the rest of her presentation is really nice, just apart from the shoulder. This looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. And
Ooh.
another little hand on their hip. This is becoming a new thing.
See, Emma's got tips now for the girls when they pose up in the studio.
We can try that. Wait, yes. We can try that. That would be fun.
Oh, I think this might be the last thing. Like, we got to watch this lady and then on to wellness. Okay. Like, she's awesome.
She's nice. And I like a nice big smile on stage.
Oh, sassy.
She's so sassy. And this pose has been in there a couple of times today, and she's the only one I think it works well for.
She's got like Issa posing too.
Yeah.
Good.
She's a little bit flat in the glutes for me from on that front pose. And she could be a little bit flat through the glutes. And I think it's so difficult in this category because obviously when you get conditioned to this stage, you do start to get flat. So you've got to know your physique and know what you need to do to just make sure you still give that bubble and pop.
Oh yeah. She needs more shine. More glaze.
More glaze from Kaleem. Yes.
Kaleem says more glaze.
Yeah, she looks a bit matte, doesn't she? Yeah. I bet you've got some right tips for athletes sitting watching all of this footage. A lot. We could do like Kaleem's take on
bikini.
Yeah, you could be the Simon Cowell of the bodybuilding industry.
Oh, but Kaleem will not.
Oh wow! Look at all those girls.
So these are like all 22 ladies in the bikini lineup, and you just saw all of their individual routines, their walks, and what we kind of thought of that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's incredible. And then I think this is onto prejudging. Do we want to go into finals?
Shall we just go to finals?
But just so that you guys know that.
Oh, should we just watch this first call out?
First call outs over here, and
oh, the girl with the quiff, she made it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Ashley looks a lot smaller.
Well, she has done like 3 back-to-back shows before this. So she did Versace, she did Pittsburgh, and then she did this one. Mm-hmm. And she also did The Clash before Versace.
Right, okay.
So this is 4 shows in a row.
Yeah.
She could be really tired.
Yeah. She looks great, though.
Yeah.
Super.
Face the back.
I wonder what Ashley's thinking at this point, because she's not like center. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, but the girl next to her, glutes and hams, yes. And the girl in the middle as well. And look at the girls on the edges, ladies. They're pointing in towards the judges. So important.
I was so conscious of that yesterday.
And yeah, you did that. You pointed in. I always say point in towards your center judge. That's your head judge.
Yeah, it was so like it's so helpful.
Because the angle, you get a completely different angle. Nice, ladies. Oh, I love. They look so good. This is good.
The blonde lady, third from the right.
Face front.
Like, wow.
Yeah, her glutes look great. She looks fantastic.
I've noticed this.
She's tall as well, long legs.
Where sometimes the ladies will like push their hands onto their quads and bend, so they don't bend forward, but they push it onto, activate the glute on it, sort of like pushes it out.
Yeah, so what uses the hands to push
yes.
through the glutes rather than arching too much?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a combination. You can see they've all got a flexion in the knee. A very subtle one. No one is locked out in the knees, in the rear pose, because you want to have a small flexion because that activates the hamstrings and glutes.
Yeah.
So it's very subtle. It's not locked out to the point of where the legs are completely straight. It's just a very subtle bend, but nor do we want to see a very clear bend in the knee.
I see.
Oh.
So the ladies that just went out to the side, that would have been your top 3.
Right. Okay. Super.
And then they're just comparing.
So they're just deciding.
Yeah.
Face the back.
Okay. I'm going to say the blonde with the red. I feel like she's going to come 4th.
She looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Face front.
She looks great. Even despite the fact that her bikini...
Yeah. Oh, no, she's not the bad bikini one.
She is. She's the one with the sticky bikini.
Oh, she's got the sticky butt bikini.
Yeah, the
we
sticky
don't like
butt.
that.
No.
So beware of sticky butt.
Yeah. We don't want that.
So they've just called, I think it's Alessia in to the left.
Ah.
This is the lady whose glutes you also really like a lot.
Face the back.
Oh, yes. She's
Gosh.
got great glutes. She just looks a little bit too muscular, doesn't she, on that front pose? A little bit too conditioned. Oh, the lady with the red bikini pants in that rear shot, she just looks divine. Her legs are so long.
118 and 98. Switch
Nice
please.
shape for
Beautiful.
a long lady.
Yeah. Lovely.
Ooh.
Face the back.
Good.
They're working the girls.
Yeah.
It's really important to have. And I think as well, when you've got that bubble at the top of the glute, it makes a lot of difference because the red and the light sky, like the green, the light blue next to her, the top of her glutes look flat. Whereas the tall blonde next to her, the glutes are very round at the top.
Face front and walk back.
Are you
to the
saying that's
line.
because partly of like bikini color that's highlighting it?
No. So 119 and 113 from the rear.
Okay.
119 just isn't as full in the glutes.
Okay.
Just down to her physique. And I think in bikini, it's really
119
crucial that
and
you have that
113,
roundness
please.
and fullness at the top of the glute.
The gluteus medius muscle.
That's the one. Oh, but they switched them. Interesting.
Maybe it has something to do with the front pose as well. Because
Yeah, definitely. Her front pose is a little bit stronger.
Yeah. But I see what you mean about that back rear shot. I've been looking at anatomy charts of muscles on glutes.
So you know what to really work.
And I've been like trying to focus on each muscle as I'm in the
Nice.
gym. And I've been like, grow. Yes.
Send in the message. Grow.
I have the pictures on my phone of like anatomy and
Good.
glutes. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I have to say your glutes look great on stage
117
yesterday.
Aaron.
Thank you.
Very bubbly. So job well done.
110
Just got to get
Teresa.
more condition for me now.
Yeah.
Chen Kui.
And hopefully not lose this.
105
Because that's the
Brittany.
trick. And I tell you what, if we could get a coach on to tell us what that trick is, my gosh.
I think, yeah, it's like picking their
97
brains and then
Carolina.
also just finding what works best for your
Yes.
physique.
So yeah, sticky butt ladies in there.
Sticky butt. Oh, she's fixed her sticky butt.
We've
Has she
got-
fixed it?
Well, this would be
Face front,
finals.
walk back.
Ah, so it's been okay for this is the evening.
Somebody probably told her and was like, listen,
Fix that.
you've got some glue on your butt. You need to
Yeah.
fix that
You need
before
to fix that
finals.
girl. And also you need to show your glute in your
Ladies
side
back
pose,
line,
which she's
please.
doing now. Oh man. And can positions change from the morning to the
99
evening?
Romino.
I think so,
Yeah.
definitely. Like,
7 Ashley, 109
they
Gabrielle,
pretty much pick
119
who they
Jessica.
want in the the top 10
Mm-hmm.
at the pre.
Mhm.
But if something's really off, then you can lose a placing. Like that's where you've got to be so switched on.
Right.
Gabrielle and Romina, switch please.
So Gabriella is the lady with the quiff, and Romina is 99.
Face the back.
I like
Wow.
Ashley's tan.
Yes.
Walk towards the back wall.
Looks nice.
So the girls, they're not these. So obviously this is top 4.
Mm-hmm.
They're not too sharp through the rear.
No.
So
I'd say Romina in this lineup
Face front and walk
is
back to the
the
line.
sharpest.
yeah, which is interesting.
So Ashley is 5'4".
Thank you, ladies.
So the
Back
two
to you.
ladies
Oh, wow.
on the
Back
left
to you,
are
Shannon.
5'2",
Thank you,
5'3".
Tyler.
Okay.
And we are ready for our Pro Bikini Awards.
Woo!
Please take 5th place to number 113, Emily Plager.
There we go.
5th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5th place.
In
I really
fourth
like her.
tonight,
Me too.
She's doing it for the tall
Number
girls.
119, Jessica Wilson.
I think if she kept her waist tighter and flared her front lat just a little bit more,
In
she
third,
would look awesome.
number
I like
109,
Jessica.
I like her too, yeah.
Gabby Masitas.
Gabby Masitas. So Gabrielle.
What a name. Yay.
In
Oh,
second
congrats,
tonight,
girl. Yeah, thanks, girl.
Competitor number
In my head, that's what they say to each other.
107, Ashley Kaltwasser.
So Ashley's second in this one. For this
And
one.
your 2021 IFBB Pro League New York Pro Bikini champion is number 99, Romina Basualdo.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Oh, where is she? Where are you, girl?
She's probably in shock.
Yeah,
like,
she's
she's like,
like,
or she's getting hugged. There you go. Oh, she's crying.
Oh,
She's really emotional.
no, don't cry.
Oh, she's emotional. She's
wow.
won.
Come on, girl. Keep it together.
Well, this is her win for Olympia, so
Yeah.
she's in for.
Wow.
You know, she doesn't have to compete until October now.
Nice.
Oh,
Nicely done.
wow. I liked her as
Presenting the
well.
awards in this division,
She's also
we
a sponsored
have
athlete for Suits You
our
Sexy,
very own
so she's
Miss
the lady whose
Ah.
butt you
Olympia,
see.
Janet Leog, and
Ooh.
CJ from CJ's Elite.
It's Janet.
Oh, go on. Oh, hi,
Ladies,
Janet.
A little closer in the center.
We like her. Oh, she looks divine. I love her.
Oh, she's really emotional.
Oh, well done. Well done. She looks awesome.
Oh.
I really liked her.
So you guys, that is Bikini Pro Show
Yes.
at the New York Pro Show, which took place over the weekend.
Yes.
And
Now, girls, get these pictures
Yeah,
before you
incredible
try all
lineup.
your makeup off.
The New York Pro as well, as we know, and if in case you don't know, it helps really set the standard,
Yeah.
and also the look for the rest of the year. So a lot of the athletes will be going off this as well.
Yeah.
But again, as always, you know, do what works best for you so you can hit the criteria your own way.
Absolutely. So just to elaborate on that, the New York Pro Show is quite prestigious. It's been
Yes.
around for about 20 years. Maybe
Wow.
that. And last year's winner was Attila. So it just goes to show like the look, the
Yeah.
change, and Attila then placed third.
Yeah.
So you know, it's all really.
So it gives you an idea of what they're looking for. But again, you know, that's why it's important to do what works best for you in your presentation as well. So I feel like there was a lot to take away from that, posing wise, presentation wise, physique wise,
tips.
you know, in
Yeah.
your show suit and everything. So lots to take away there. So I hope you took some notes.
So yes, if you're a bikini girl, or you're moving in, or you're moving down, or whatever it is, we hope that you enjoy the show and that you enjoy all of the tips. Please make sure that you also let us know what you want to see next.
Yeah. And also for your stagecraft, make sure that you get plenty of practice in.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. So again, guys, make sure you like, share and subscribe on this episode. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Bye everyone.
Bye, guys.